Hi, it's Rebecca here from Precious Pages Papercraft, and today I'm designing a layout for Hip Kit Club, and I'm working with the October 2021 kit. This is my first play with these kits. They only arrived yesterday, so I ripped it all open and got stuck straight in with it. Today's layout is main kit only, so I'm just showing you on the screen here everything you get in the October 2021 main kit, and I absolutely love this collection. It's called Sweater Weather. The whole kit this month is exclusive, absolutely everything, and it's the first kit I've worked with since I joined the design team that is entirely exclusive, so I'm really excited for this one. I think everything in it is stunning. And it's almost overwhelming to open it all in one go because you just want to use everything on the page. But I'm limited to main kit only today, which is fine. It gives me a chance to get to grips with the collection, and it will prevent me from tearing into it all and putting everything on a page, which is always good. So there's a particular pattern paper that caught my eye this month. It's the B-side of the Village Fair paper, and it's that gorgeous pre-made mixed media paper. And I think it's genius, and I really hope Kim and Kimberly design more of these for future kits because I think it's brilliant and they're gorgeous. If you're a bit nervous of mixed media, or you're new to it, or you don't have a lot of mixed media supplies but are dying to have a mixed media background, or like me, you're impatient maybe, can't wait for your mixed media to dry, this is just perfect. And you can see that it's been created and designed with different kind of layers of mixed media. So you've got different shades, different elements, and I just think it's stunning. I'm in love with it. And luckily I have 2 sheets of it. So I dive straight in and use this opportunity to get it used straight away. So I'm gonna build my layout on top of that. I've got a square photo today. It's 3 by 3 inches. I've matted it with white cardstock, and then I've used a section of the Fallen For You paper. Just used one of the corners, and it's kind of like a minty green colour, which I thought worked well with my photo. So I've added a layer of that behind my photo and distressed the edges. And then I'm using one of the chipboard pieces for my title, so I've got the Loving the Leaves, and I thought the colours of that worked really well with the mixed media background. And also with my photo because it's of my little boy kind of laying down relaxing in the leaves up the road the other day. So I thought that worked really well. I've pulled in a couple of the, or 3 of the wood veneer leaves. These are stunning as well. I mean, everything in this collection is just stunning, but a lot of these wood veneers have gold foil detail on them to bring in a bit of sparkle. And I think gold works really well for autumn, so I just love those. So I've put a few of those on the page as well. I've also just gone through the cardstock die cut pack that you get and just picked out some bits in the right colour tones and that would work for my layout. And I'm just having a play with them, trying to decide what I can use and kind of where I can have them sitting. And in that die cut pack you get a couple of really small leaves. You get kind of like a rusty orange one and a purple one. And I thought they were really pretty, but there were only 2. And I wanted to get a few more kind of leaves on my background. So I'm using one of them as a template, and I'm going to draw around it with a pencil lightly in several areas. And then I'm going to poke holes with a needle around that outline. So I'm using that pencil line as my outline, as my template to poke my holes. And I'm going to use a pencil eraser and rub all the pencil lines out, and then I'm going to hand stitch all of these leaves with white thread. So I'll have a few hand stitched leaves on my mixed media background just to add a bit more texture. I love having stitching on my layouts, the texture it brings, a bit more interest. So I'm going to do all of that off camera, the stitching, because it does take me quite some time. Thank God for Netflix. Can just sit with my iPad in my craft room and watch whilst I stitch. But as I said, I'm just using the needle at the moment, just going around the outside of that pencil line. Just going to poke those holes in. So skipping through most of that, you can see now, I'll give you a quick close up, I've got those gorgeous leaves stitched onto my background. And I've not gone mad, I've just done a few so that they're kind of scattering out from the main central design on the page. And I've added some craft foam behind my photo. I like to raise my photos up on foam just to give them a bit of dimension, lift them off of the background a bit, and I find it helps to draw your eye to the photo so it doesn't get lost in either a busy background, or if you've got loads of embellishments, it just means your photo stands out a bit more. And because I've overlapped my title on the photo, I've just had to add a little bit of foam behind some of that as well, just to raise it up to the same level. I'm also going to add a couple of pink flowers because I've got pink in my title there. The word leaves is in a lovely light pink colour. I wanted to draw in a bit more of that. So I'm cutting 2 of the flowers out from the pumpkin spice patterned paper, and I'm just going to tuck those in behind my photo kind of diagonally. And I've got those, I'm going to have a tree either side of my photo. So I just felt like those flowers just sat nicely on the other 2 kind of corners diagonally. So I've got those in place, and you can kind of see now where I'm going with this layout. It's going to be kind of a central design there on top of that mixed media. I'm adding some foam pads behind the petals of those flowers to raise them up for a bit more dimension. I'm going to do the same with the trees, and also those 2 little leaves I've got kind of falling down underneath my photo. They're going to get raised up as well. I've pulled out from the die cut pack some of the orange and kind of bluish mint green colour. I just feel they work really well with my photo and the background. Obviously blue and orange go together beautifully anyway. I've got that purple leaf on there. I wasn't sure about it because it's the only purple thing on the page, but I really loved those 2 little cute leaves. So it made it onto the layout. Ideally I should have probably put a bit more purple in, but I didn't really want to have too many colours on this page. I wanted to stick to the kind of oranges, blues and pinks. But yeah, so I've got that little purple leaf snuck in there, but don't tell anyone. I'm now just building a tiny little cluster underneath my title there just to extend that design further. So the mixed media is kind of heavier on the bottom right hand corner at the moment because I've set my photo off centre because I knew I was going to have the title underneath sort of dragging the design over a bit. So my title is kind of central, but it means my photo is not. So I just wanted to extend it out a bit more across that mixed media. So I've added a die cut that says autumn and a little sort of mint coloured toadstool behind that. And I'm just going to come in now with the enamel dots from the main kit, again sticking to just the orange and mint green tone. So I've got 3 small clusters of enamel dots just around the edge of my design. And I'm just going to finish off now with some splatters. So I'm using watered down white gesso, just going to add splatters all over, covering my photo. And also once that's dry, I got a bit impatient and let that dry naturally. So then off camera, I just finished off with some gold splatters using a metallic gold paint, just again watered down slightly. You'll see that in the close-ups in a second, but that is my layout finished for today. So I hope you've enjoyed the process. I hope it's given you some inspiration on using your October 2021 main kits. That mixed media background paper just did so much of the work for me. Genius idea, and I pray that there is more in kits to come because they are fantastic. I'll pop the link down below for you to the Hip Kit Club website where you can purchase your main kit. If you're a subscriber, you will also get a discount on add-on kits, and you also get access to the exclusive subscriber cut files. So I'll pop all those details in the description box below for you. And thanks again for joining me. I'll leave you with the rest of the close-ups and I'll see you next time.